Oh yeah. How loud is everyone? Is everyone loud enough? You're calling
Well,
15 DNFs. I mean, I
we're
think there's only
running, so
15 people in the lobby, so that's about right.
Oh, qualifying's gonna be interesting.
Qualifying will be interesting. I'm gonna be. I think tier three is quite. I don't know how to put it, but like quite like spread out. You know, it's like, well, no, it's not spread out. Like balanced. I feel like there's quite a few people at the same kind of quali pace and same kind of race pace. So who knows? What should it be cleaner than the tier one and tier two races?
It just will be though, won't it?
Yep, yep. All right, let's get some of this stuff going. What do we need? Track map. Hell yeah.
Someone cool.
That is a Red Bull first out. I think that's Vicari. It is Vicari. I don't care if I'm saying his name wrong because I said it the right way for ages, and then he said that was wrong, and then I said it the wrong way, and then he said that was wrong, and then said the other way I was saying it was right. So, you know what, Vicari, we're sticking with it.
Okay then.
I get called Ratcliffe by Palmer, so
Hmm.
realistically, you're gonna have to just cope.
I think it is Vicari. I think that's the right pronunciation.
Well, that's what I said for ages, and he said no, it's Vic. He put like VIC dash and then RE. So I said, is it Vicari or Vicari? And then he said, you're saying it the wrong way when I started saying Vicari. So I just went back to Vicari. This guy.
Oh my god, Bell's just put it in the wall on his outlap.
Oh, like completely.
Yeah, I mean it's not out, but the front wing's gone. I think he's a bit AFK. No, he isn't. Don't know what's going on there, but Sam Palmer's not going to be very happy.
Sam Palmer is not going to be very happy. When is Sam Palmer happy though?
I don't know. I do know when he's happy.
When he's
Tier
on
1,
GTA
Miami.
5 RP. Tier 1 Miami Street.
Yeah, I think he's got nightmares.
Bro is not a happy man. Anyway, here we have Vicar. No, I'm saying it wrong now. Vicari. Rounding the, I think that's turn 17. This is 18. That's 19. Know that from doing all these tickets today. And here he goes, starting his flying lap into turn 1. Can he hit that apex? Misses it a little bit, but I mean, the track's got a grip up yet. I found this track is it's so hard to do
Horrible.
hot laps on.
The Ferraris are having a good time though. Sam Palmer's also spun on his outlap.
Oh, that's a McLaren, a dogger, I think. Yellow flag, or is he just letting someone through? Might
I
just be letting
think
someone
he's
through.
letting someone through, yeah.
But Vicari's on for a good lap here. He's kept it very smooth and very clean so far. Not seen too many mistakes.
There's a lot of track evolution here though.
Oh yeah, like it's a street track, so usually see times improve massively as they go on. I've just realised that the Mercedes Tier 3 team is literally both their team principals.
Yep, the TP and the Vice TP.
Taking my team to a whole new level. Co-op my team. Oh, is that Mercedes that just had a spin? I think it might be.
It could have been Luke Martin, but Adams is on a lap.
Well, we are watching Vicari come back down towards turn 17 when we picked him up last lap. He's going to be the first one to set a time here in this qualifying session. With 14 minutes left to go. Here he comes up to the line, and it's going to be a 131.1. And we'll hop on board with the other Mercedes driver, Adams, who I believe got pole last time in Australia. I wasn't there, but Jolly, you'll be able to confirm.
I believe he did.
He
Don't
goes
quote me
slower
on
than
that.
Vicari there, and doesn't manage to beat him. And I believe Headgrow now going to provisional pole position. I tried to get on board with him in time there, but here comes Vicari's teammate setting a 31.6 up into P4.
Best.
Where's Best?
Nope.
Best gone up to P2 with a 30.9. So a few
Luke
people dipping
Martin.
into the 30s right now as Lightning crosses the line to a 31.7, and then Noah Magic. I think is that his name? What is his name?
Noam Masick, but he
Noah
goes a
Masick.
second faster.
Yeah, and his teammate. His team principal. Showing up his team principal. Well, that is disgusting. It's Alex Harris.
Harris.
Goes from
2
28.5. That is a massive margin.
That's a bit more like the times I thought we'd be seeing.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh.
a difficult lap to get it hooked up.
He's getting very out of the way of these drivers, just parked up on the side of the road. I believe we might see Sam Palmer going for a lap here now, as he, like you said, had a little bit of a spin on his out lap. Ooh, nearly he's on the back end through, I believe that's turn 4. Into this horrible corner that is turn 8. A lot of understeer kicking in for the Ferrari driver there. But hooks it around nicely, gets a good run onto the straight. The Ferrari does just sound so good. Just thought he retired after one good lap. Yeah, it did look like that. I thought that for a minute. I see Sam's rocking the number 7 on the side of the Ferrari as well. Oh, he's backed out of his lap.
Rory Bates picked up a lovely slipstream from the Haas of Vasilev in front of him.
Let's see, what can Rory Bates do? I know he's turned off some assists and stuff, hasn't he, recently? He goes purple sector 2.
He's liking out there.
Yeah, let's see how he does in this final sector now. There's a yellow flag at turn 1 and 2. I think that is just best getting out the way of
Like
Ferrari and a Red Bull. Here he goes, a bit of a lock-up maybe. I don't know if that was just a visual glitch or what. Oh, he gets a big snap out the hairpin. That's going to definitely damage his lap time here. 128 already. What's he going to be when he crosses the line? A 131.4. So I definitely think he had another 2 or 3, maybe 4 tenths in that lap. But that mistake at the hairpin has definitely cost him there. As I think this is about to be the first Haas driver of the session to start a flying lap here. We'll ride on board with him. Or will we? What the Ferrari's doing? Is Alex Bell on a lap?
Will Lightning. Will Lightning's gone purple sector 1.
Let's see. Actually, Will Lightning, the league owner, everybody. Everyone, can we get a bit of hype for Will Lightning in chat?
Oh yeah.
Don't you just love this man?
Let's hope he can finish today. I think it'd make his day.
I think everyone but one person right now loves this man. So let's see how he can do in that Alfa Romeo car. Number 25, as he's always been. He's a second up on his time.
Not
So
as
he's-
good through sector 2 though.
No, but he's looking at a low 130 here, which will
Let's hope he can navigate.
put him P4 at the moment. So let's see if he can hook up with this last sector. Well, he might be running a low downforce setup, which will help him down the straights. Gets a
hit the
good
apex
exit
nice
there.
there.
Really nice exit there. And here he comes up to the line now. What's he going to be? A 129.8. So there you go. High 29. It's really
3
not a bad
tenths.
time. Yeah. And puts himself ahead of his teammate as well, who was currently just a second ahead of him. So a good lap from him. We'll hop on board with Vasilev, who's about to come and finish his first flying lap, I believe. Round in the final hairpin now. What's he going to be? A 124, 125. 26, 27, 28, and he's going to be into the 130s here. Oh no, he's not. It's 29.3. Bit of a glitch there on the timer, I think. But yeah, P2 for Vasilev at the moment.
Nobody
Obviously-
can touch P1.
Yeah, Alex got a really good lap in there. But like we said, we're going to see the track ramp up, and if Harris makes a mistake on his new lap, we might see that place reclaimed by somebody. Trying to see who we have on a lap here. Is it looks like Alex Bell isn't on a lap, but it says he's 4 seconds up and gone purple sector 2, but it doesn't say he's got his ERS on. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. He has set a 36 though, so it could be right, but I don't see him setting a purple sector 2 with no ERS.
Rory
So
Bates is
very deep.
improving. Back through sector 2. I think.
Rory Bates,
Should
yeah,
we go
nearly a
purple?
second up here. I think that was, or is that? Yeah, he's
It's
second
purple
up.
sector 2 again.
So Rory Bates is second up on his time. He's looking for about a 30.4 right now, which will put him up into P6. But if he can improve through this final sector, he might put himself ahead of his good friend,
He left-
Mr. Will Lightning.
He left a lot on the table here.
That was a good apex. He's done it
The
again!
same-
Same thing!
Oh, Rory.
That setup must be struggling through that corner specifically.
It
As
is
you-
horrible
oh.
at turn 17.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to be struggling with that. I believe Nathaniel Hegro could be on a lap here. Or is he? No, I think
He
he might have.
is.
Is he?
And he's a second up.
Let's see how he can do here. Bit wide at the apex, and that struggles to get the car because you can't get the confidence on the throttle when you're facing the wall like that. Here he goes up to the line, puts himself P3. Both Williams now in the top 3 in this qualifying session here in tier 3.
Dogger's had a spin.
Yeah, Douglas had a spin at turn 3, I believe that is. This corner can always catch you out though. It's like such an RNG corner. Either you grip up
It is
on the
weird.
power or you don't. It's like,
I could take it flat in practice and then in the race had to lift every single lap.
yeah, yeah. And in quality, it's just that you look whether you can go flat out or not. But Noah Masick, I think you said his name was, on another lap here for Alfa. What?
Noam.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay, Noam. Let's see. Sorry, I've not been reading chat. This has been a good qualifying session.
He took turn 8 nicely there and he's purple sector 1.
Stop sinking, Racked Cliff. That's a nice one. Who else have we got? That last corner has no grip at all. It's so bad.
Oh no, Masick has encountered a couple slow Red Bulls in sector 2.
Yeah. Oof.
We don't want to
That
get out
Red
of the
Bull
way.
is really not getting out of the way. Bloody, oh no.
That is Huskitch, I believe his name is.
Huskitch might be finding his way to a penalty for either the end of this race or
He'll be seeing the stewards for that one. That's,
Hello, is this PlayStation? No, this is a PC league, I'm afraid to say. But who knows, if we get this crossplay that's meant to be coming, we might be able to get a few of you guys in it. But yeah, Noam's going to be... Yeah, there you go, he's not going to be improving this lap because of that encounter with the Red Bull. Best has it validated.
Two Ferraris are trying to get themselves out of the bottom 2 positions.
Yeah, this is Alex Bell here. You think might be still down on his previous time. Yeah, I think he is. So he's not going to manage to improve. I wanted to go on board with Vakari as he comes out the final hairpin into the final 2 corners now. Is he going to improve? He is. He's going to put a 130.8 in, improving by just under 3/10. So a good luck from here. Palmer does improve to a 30.0. So puts himself P8 just behind Will Lightning, who's currently on an outlap. We've got Zora Duggar here as well. 3/10 up on his time. So at the moment he's looking for about a P4, P3 maybe if you can nail the end of this lap. So this could be a strong showing from the McLaren driver. Got P2 in the previous race. But I believe he's just had that snatched away from him due to a penalty and now into P3 I think in the final classification of the race. But getting on the power there nice and early. Looks like he's had a good run. He's got a bit of a toe here as well. I think that is that Noam or is that Lightning ahead? It's an Alfa Romeo.
That would be Noam.
Noam giving a big toe down this straight. He dives to the apex. He's hit the wall. Oh, that is not going to help his lap time here. But where is he going to put himself?
He's still 6 up.
Yeah, he's 29.6. He puts himself up into P6. I think Zervold or somebody just beat his time. As Adams has snuck his way up into P2. I didn't catch that. With a 128.7. So getting closer to Alex Harris's time. But Alex is 2/10 up on his time here. So he's looking for a 28.2, 28.3, somewhere around there. If you can get this last few corners hooked up very nicely. There you go, brushing the apex there. Great corner into turn 18. And for the final corner, turn 19 here. What's it going to be? It's going to be a 28.2. Putting himself nearly, what's that, nearly 4-5 clear of Adams in P2, who's just set his lap. As Vasilev, I think, is starting a new lap now. I think Lightning we saw, oh, he's a validated.
Bates is going to go for another lap. And I'm hoping the Aston Martin TP can get that final corner together.
Yeah, you're big boss. So
I'm sure he's
Roy's at a good time here though, because if he messes up his lap, I think he has enough time to dive into the pits. Like if he messes up at the hairpin or whatever.
Just enough, but it'll be tight.
Yeah, but if he does nail this lap, then he's not going to have a chance to go around for another lap. So, maybe he thinks he'll mess up again.
Oh lordy. Depends how much fuel he's got on him. Might be waiting to go for 2 laps. But, I don't think he was too bad through sector 1. It didn't give me a delta.
Who do I
Elevation
predict will get pole position? I don't know. Harris is looking very strong here. I mean, we saw Adams dominate qualifying last time. I'm pretty sure he was on provisional pole the entire time from what I saw. I could be wrong there though. But Harris is looking, what, he's nearly 5/10 clear of Adams here. So I'm going to say Harris. And there's Rory Bates though, 1.2 seconds up on his time here. So he has the pace in him. Can he? Watch him take this hairpin really slowly now. He does not want to mess this up now. Let's see as he comes down into turn 17. Hugs the apex, gets on the power, and he's kept it in a straight line. Here he goes up to the line now, and puts himself P4 with a 128.0.
That is beautiful
So
stuff.
there you go.
Him.
Once he gets a hairpin hooked up, he can put in a decent lap, and I'm sure he'll be quite happy with that. But he's not going to have enough time to go for another lap unless he's put enough fuel in. And I didn't see. I don't think it really shows you on the spectator camera the proper amount of fuel. So that could be it for Rory Bates, and he could come to the threat as the track is now ramping up. Rory for pole. Pole
Well,
for Rory if he doesn't spin last corner. Oh my god, yes. No way he's done it. Rory still has 3 laps of fuel. Does he?
I don't know. Is there a way to check
it
that?
does say he has 2.3 on his steering wheel. But whether he does or not... Actually, yeah, he is. He is. If you look at him, he is braking.
He's slowed down. He's trying to get some ERS back into his...
So, let's see. Let's see what happens here. As I think this is a Red Bull getting in the way again of a Haas. We see them really getting stuck behind the Red Bull driver there. But he is down on his time though, so maybe he has backed off here. He's out of ERS. I think Nathaniel Hegro... Oh, he's just gone straight on at the chicane. There's a mistake there from the Williams driver, so he's going to only have, I think, one more chance for every driver now to set a decent lap here to put themselves up at the top of the timings as Vasilev peels off into the pits, so he's not coming back out. Alex Harris is not coming back out. So
Best is up 3/10.
Best up 3/10 on his previous time at the 129.5 at the moment. So he's on track for maybe a low 29 or even a high 28 here. Can he keep it all together? We saw his tier 2 driver Lurgistam lose it at that chicane on Sunday.
6/10.
6/10 up now. So yeah, he's just finding more and more time in each sector of this lap, which is what you really want to see when you're on a hot lap. Here he comes now, round the final hairpin.
Bit
On that
wide.
power. Here comes, what's it going to be? 27, 28? A 28.8 puts himself P3, leaving Rory Bates and Vasilev down to P4, P5. Rory Bates, though, does look like he's going on for another lap. He's found half a tenth in the first sector. But let's ride on board with a few more people here, as we're going to have one of the Ferraris crossing the line here. I believe it's Sam Palmer. He's validated, though. I think he just validated on the last corner. And that's not what he wants right now. Let's see. Adams also on another lap, who is validated. So that's Adams now out of the question. Is that Will Lightning coming down the final straight? It is. I think he's just got Vicari behind him on a hot lap as well. Not too sure if Lightning is improving it. Can't speak. Not too sure if Lightning is improving here.
Rory sent it through the second sector. And he's a couple tenths up now.
Well, let's see. What can Lightning do here? On his final lap in this qualifying session, he's going to set a 129.3, put himself onto P6. Vicari crosses the line, can't improve. What can Dogger do in the McLaren? He's 2 tenths up nearly on his time, I believe. He's going to put 28.4, puts himself into P4. Rory Bates crosses the line, replaces him in P4. Rory Bates is going to be P4 in this sprint race. Can Luke Martin find any time? Luke Martin doesn't improve, and Best is validated, so I believe that is it.
Harris takes pole.
So yeah, that is Alex Harris on pole position for the sprint race, with Adams behind him, Best in P3, and Bates and Dogger rounding off the top 5, with Bates in 4th and Dogger in 5th. That was, like I said, a very clean but very close qualifying session. I mean, look at the times. I think
We didn't
Alex
have a
and
single pit.
I think Alex and Huskich couldn't just hook a lap together, which is very difficult to do around here because every corner is a bit different.
Okay. Even a good lap round here feels a bit dodgy.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to see when I got pole the other day and I finished lap on my voice recording from that. I was like, what? How is that pole position? I've seen someone's redeemed hydrate, so if you can hear my water bottle, but alright, calm down, alright, calm down. If someone's redeemed hydrate, but it's the end of a qualifying session, alright, I don't have time to do it.
Right. Hold on. Grab a.
We want you to commentate on the qualifying, but we also want you to douse yourself in water.
Thanks,
Oh,
Hamada.
great.
That's
Great, Hamada. Thank you, mate. Thank you, mate. I don't have enough for bagel. Well, I don't have any bagels, so you have to wait for Will to do that.
I don't think neither of us eat bagels. Except for.
No, I do eat
Sure.
bagels. I just don't have any. They're like something you grab. Do you know, like, I don't know, like oat cakes? You ever had them? They're like something you
I've
grab
not.
when you fancy them. Do you like when you just in the shop and you're like, oh, I could do one of them. But we'll just get some for. Oh my god, there's like 3 more hydrates, so something come through. You do one, I'll do the other.
Oh, I've got to go fill up my water bottle now. 2 seconds.
I mean, you're gonna need to anyway, because there's a big race coming up, mate.
I do. Yeah, that's very, very correct.
Does Jolly have bagels? No. Jolly apparently doesn't eat bagels, is what he just said. Remember, guys, if you are watching, do remember to drop us a follow. It is very much appreciated. I think we're just over the 250 mark now, which is kind of incredible considering we're only 2 races into the season, and at the start of it we're on 200, or just under 200, so. Or are we 223? I think it might be 223. I can't remember. Been here since 47 followers. Crazy how you remember that. Look what I just unlocked, P3. Well, here we go for 5 lights here at the Miami Sprint Race in Tier 3. Lights out. Harris gets a good start off the line. What's Adams done? Adams has gone for the soft tyre like his Tier 1 driver, but makes a bit of contact. I think he got squeezed in by Bates.
No!
Bates has lost the back end there, got really close to that Red Bull. As he recovered himself onto the track, that puts Lightning up now into P5. As Dogger looking onto the back of K Best here. And Adams, yeah, gone for the soft tyre, so he might be looking quite conservative in this race. But here he goes, Lightning and Huskich going side by side here into turns 6, 7 and 8. And Vasilev has snuck through there in the Haas, up into P5, and there's a yellow flag at the back of the field. I think that is Sam Palmer has been spun round at turn 8, and doesn't look like there's any damage on the Ferrari, so he should be good to carry on and pick up any stragglers at the back. There's a bit of movement going on down here in the back of the pack with Alex Bell, Martin and Bates, as Bates has now dropped down into P13 from P4 on the grid.
Yep, he's going to be fuming.
Yeah, I think by the looks of what I saw, it was Best and was it Best? Yeah, Best and Bates both went round the outside and down the inside of Adams, and Adams couldn't really do much because he had obviously nowhere to turn. But
yeah,
he's kept that P2 position, defended it off nicely, and is on the soft tyre. So if you can outpace
he's
Alex
losing
Harris
time.
well, he might. What I'm thinking he might be doing here, he might be going quite conservative to look after his tyres for a little bit. and then use them a little bit more, balance it out throughout the stint. But if he does that, he's never
Potentially, but
going to get ahead of
these
Harris.
opening laps, they're crucial. Oh,
Yeah,
but he's had a much better run through turn 3. He's just gained 7 tenths.
maybe he heard us talking about him.
Oh, he's nearly pushing him round turn 8.
Let's see, can the Mercedes driver get the Williams driver on this straight here? He's set a purple sector 1 here on lap 2. He's tugging into that slipstream, using a bit of that ERS. No DRS yet, remember. Pulling alongside the driver now. Harris might just let him through here and hope that he can rebound it a bit later on in the race. He's going down the inside though. And there goes Adams round the outside at the hairpin.
Grip.
Yeah, the softs definitely through this sector as well are just so much better. You feel like you can really commit to the corners here.
It's a nice breeze pass for him. But once the DRS is opened, I think those two are going to have a bit of a scrap at the front. They're sort of leaving Best behind in P3.
I think Huskic had a bit of a mistake there out of the Mickey Mouse section. And his teammate might be coming under pressure here from Noam in a few laps' time. Yep, now just 3 tenths between the two, but then he's got Zervald to worry about behind Noam. As Noam's looking around the outside there at the hairpin. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. But
Big train at the back.
Zervald not managing too much at the moment. Zervald... wait, did he...
Bates is going to have a move on Martin into the first corner. Down the inside.
And Martin on the soft tyre as well.
I don't know how they picked the soft tyre. When we did our sprint race, it didn't give us the option to.
No, you can pick the soft tyre. And it is quite... because you only get one set of medium tyres in a normal race. But in a sprint race weekend, if you use the soft tyre in the sprint race, you get 2 sets of mediums for the race. If that makes sense. I mean, so the people on the mediums now, they're not going to have 2 sets of fresh mediums for the race. They're going to have 1 set.
Oh, they'll have both sets though. As a lobby restart.
Going for a move here on Noam, into the same place where we saw Adams make the move on Harris a few laps ago. Round the outside, look at that wheel to wheel through this section, and this has been surprisingly cleaner than Tier 1 and 2 so far.
They made it 1 lap without a safety car, which is mighty impressive from these guys.
Connor, I was here before you. I don't think you were, mate. I don't think you were.
It looks like Zerveld is going to have a go on Vickery now. Vickery's already flashing at the back, so that's not going to do his race any good.
No, it's Vicari, not Vickery.
Vicari, sorry.
There we go. He's round the outside. That's 2 positions in 1 lap for Zerveld. The Haas driver looking very strong at the moment. Bates making the move now. Oh, and there's Martin at the back.
Oh.
I just saw him
caught onto that
in the previous camera. In Tier 1 we would have had 20 DNS by now. Yeah, probably.
Luke is Quincy Adams is managing to maintain that gap nicely out front. It's just popped over a second actually.
I think what's more crucial is Harris is not necessarily dropping off from the back of the Mercedes. He's doing really well on those medium tyres, so if he holds on for a few more laps, he's definitely going to have the pace advantage on those tyres, and he has got DRS still. So
the softs drop off like anything around here.
Yeah, he's doing what he needs to, but Zervad looking to make another move in this race. 2 last lap, 1 this lap on the other Red Bull of Huskic now. He's flying up the order at the moment. Down the inside, Huskic is going to try and send it back down the inside of that corner. It's a very dangerous move. Not sure if that was completely legal either, so we might see a ticket on that. I hope not.
And Harris has gone much better through the second sector. They had a bit of simultaneous oversteer. There's a pile up at the chicane. Did someone go side by side?
Huskic, I think, has lost the back end coming over the bump, and he's going to hit the Ferrari and the Mercedes. And the Mercedes getting a free 2 positions there. And now he spun the Red Bull, the Ferrari round.
Oh no. He's given a 5-second bump race control for that one though.
Palmer is not going to be happy about that.
Adams still leads. I mean, Harris is really close to him again, but he's maintaining that gap nicely through sector 1 and sector 2. Just he's got to hold out for the DRS. We've got to pile up at turn 17.
Hegro and Alex Bell have made contact at the at turn 17, and Hegro getting off a little bit better than that, and Alex Bell falling behind Luke Martin now. Yeah, I just was noticing on timing. We just got
Alfa
to,
Romeo and the Aston Martin. Gonna go almost side by side through that sector. Decided against it.
I'm just looking at Dogger and Best. They were side. Oh, Best. Sorry, Dogger was shoving Best through turn 8, but now he's a bit low on ERS, so could be a bit more difficult now to make that move. Oof! He gets right up to the back of the AlphaTauri there. I thought he was going into the back of him.
If Harris can nail this this chicane, I think he's gonna have a good chance of getting past Quincy Adams here.
He's
very
pushing him
close.
through here.
He does get a better exit as well. He's closer than last lap. I think this is gonna be it. We're gonna see a change.
Yeah.
Adams and tyres, they're gonna be dropping off by now.
I mean, Adams had not much to risk because I think he's got a 3.5
Okay.
second gap now to Best. I think he'll be able to maintain that. And he was P2 anyway, so he was going to take the risk of the soft tyre. But yeah, Harris back up into P1 where he started in this race and setting the fastest lap to go with it. So not doing too bad as the Alfa Romeo of looking all over the back of Vicari as he comes out of turn 17. He's basically going to push him through there. We saw the Red Bull have a little bit of a mistake going through that corner. Now with the DRS and a bit of ERS, going to pull alongside into turn 1. Yep.
Not something we like to see.
Great racing that. Look at that. Round the outside at turn 1. Gives him a little bit of a squeeze there, and the Red Bull has to take to avoid an action off the track. I think Vasilev now looking onto the back of Zoro Dogar as well. Catch up to the DRS train off the back of the AlphaTauri of K Best.
Adams looks to have another move into
Oh, and there goes Dogar around the outside of K Best at the hairpin. We've seen that move pulled off a few times in this sprint race so far. But the McLaren now ahead of the AlphaTauri into the Mickey Mouse section.
Adams is going to get past Harris again. With the use of DRS, it's going to be relatively easy for him as well.
And I believe we're going to see Best get back past Dogar here as well. But for the lead of the race, there goes Quincy Adams pulling alongside the Williams now into the hairpin. Who's going to come out ahead? A bit of wheel banging going on there between the two drivers, but Harris comes back out on top, and Dogar is defending off the AlphaTauri of Best. But there goes Vasilev diving down the inside of them both, and that was a very three goes Lewis Hamilton moment. As now Dogar back down into P5 and Best and Vasilev moving up the order. Dogar's also picked up a penalty. I'm not sure if it's from that defensive move there or not.
I think it was a track limits warning, his final one. So
right,
that might not be removed.
There goes.
But he's got a 3 second behind him
Sam
anyway.
Palmer looking right onto the back of the Red Bull of Huskic here, but isn't going to get the exit there. He had a bit of a weird corner. Coming out of turn 17, and that's going to ruin his run down this pitch straight. But you can see the Red Bull flashing the ERS light up ahead, so we might see a very Jensen Jolly type of defence here.
Oh yeah.
I know you dabble into a bit of ERS when you can, don't you, mate?
Oh, always, mate. It doesn't matter if there's anyone
always.
around me. I've noticed most of the drivers are flashing around here, apart from the front two runners. So
yeah, I think
very hard.
Yeah, well, it is a sprint race.
Adams has dropped it somewhere. He's lost 2 seconds to Harris.
Yeah, he's probably holding off. Or he might have lost it a little bit, but he's probably holding off, just making sure he gets to the end now. As Palmer does get past Huskic, up into P13, and there goes Huskic back down the inside. We saw him try and make the same move on I can't remember who it was before. I think it was Martin. I could be very wrong there. I probably am. But Palmer ahead of the Red Bull now. And the Red Bull actually cut the corner there at the chicane and picks up a 3 second time penalty. So Palmer looking like he's going to be able to keep that P13 to the end of this sprint race. Not where he wanted to start, but at least he's not last, like his teammate. I don't know what else.
Dogger's got pace.
Dogger has got pace, but with that 3 second penalty, is it worth trying to fight Best or trying to keep that gap to Lightning? Because look at the gap now; it's just over 3 seconds.
He's got to use the DRS and try and scamper away from Will. Otherwise, he's going to lose a position down to P6.
Yeah.
And there's a championship points awarded here today. So I think he'll be looking to pick up as many as possible.
Connor hates Ferrari confirmed. Season 2 Belgium still hurts. Well, yeah, okay. But Dogger is actually fighting best here. So, Hamida, considering you're his tier 3 engineer, do you want to tell him to, like, not?
Because
Instead
Will's
of,
now in
instead
that
of
penalty window, and it's 5/10 to it as well.
instead
So
of trying to make like funny jokes and stuff in Twitch chat, do you want to actually like do your job? You know? I tell him keep him updated on the gap. Okay,
that's really useful.
that's really useful when he's
Well,
fighting the.
don't fight the driver
Anyway,
ahead.
anyway, we'll carry on. Any battles happening? There's Hegro actually on Vakari. Here goes Hegro on Vakari. They're down the final straight into turn 17. Is the Red Bull gonna try and sit down the inside now? He thinks better of it, but Williams has gone deep. Nathaniel Hegro has gone deep and hit the wall. That is not what he wanted. Now he made up one place and he was ahead. He did a bit of a Sebastian Vettel at Baku there. He made up the place. He's going to the pits.
Pit straight with 1 lap left.
Oh,
Dogger, 1-8. Is he gonna send it? Oh, he tried it on best.
Dogger is still going at best here. It's going to be a close finish to see if he can stay ahead of Lightning.
He had pulled out the 3 seconds, and that move has cost him 6/10.
Yeah. He needs to be
How
really
has it not been a
careful
safety
here.
car? That is a very interesting question, and one we cannot answer. Ticketless race? Unheard of.
I think there'll be a ticket from this, and I think there'll be a few tickets from qualifying from the Red Bulls blocking on their laps. Unfortunately,
I think if Will Lightning's got an engineer or can see that gap, I think he's going to need to push like mad on this lap to get Dogger.
it's going to be interesting.
Especially with that DRS.
Dogger has got DRS one last time.
Harris comes around turn 17, goes through 18 and 19, and he's going to cross the line to take the win of the sprint race.
No,
Picks up 8 points
there's
for
still
it.
one lap left, mate.
Oh, God's sake. Ignore that. Will nobody clip that, please?
Someone clip that and never let him. He does it to me with that gif.
Switch back on the last corner.
I couldn't take it. A decent couldn't take it.
Well, I mean, I don't know what happens. I think the DRS is
Alex Bell making the move here. For what is going to be last place now, P14, down the inside of the Red Bull as his teammate tried a few laps ago. Oh, he loses the back end a bit like a Rory Bates on it in his qualifying lap. But yeah, he's going to lose the back end there. They both got penalties. I'm not sure how big.
Dogger has had a nicer run through turn 8. Might try and move on best, but he doesn't want to cost himself too much time. How am I going to get on the radio? Not close enough.
There's Vakari picking up 3 seconds as Dogger loses the back end. Taking too much curb there into the hairpin. That's going to really cost him.
Lightning will get back in there.
Lightning is going to be rubbing his hands together here.
And he's lost the DRS.
You can see that 5th place up for grabs. Is he going to actually get the DRS here? No, I don't think he is. He's not going to have the DRS assistance on his final lap, but Alex Harris rounding turn 17 into 18 into 19 to round off this sprint race, and he's going to be winning. He's got pole position, he's won the sprint race, and I believe he's got fastest lap. Adams, P2 on the grid, P2 in the sprint race. Vasilev, after making that beautiful move through the inside of the AlphaTauri and McLaren having a little battle, finishes 3rd, best 4th. Dogger, is he going to keep 5th? No, Will Lightning is going to take 5th off Dogger. And Dogger moves down to P6 after that 3-second time penalty has been applied. Zerveld, P7 after making great gains in this race. Bates, after 4th on the grid, falling down to the last. But he's recovered to 8th. It's a great recovery from the Aston Martin driver. Noam picking up P9. Vakari, is he going to get P10? No, he's not. Martin is going to take the final top 10 position as Palmer picks up P12. No, P11. Vakari dropping down another place as Alex Bell comes around the final corner now, and I think that is going to be P13 with Huskich's time penalty being applied. What a sprint race. Oh,
it's been clipped like 5 times.
Jolly can't read.
Oh, well.
Jelly always flexes his electoral skills, but can't read a lap.
No, oh god. Look, you should all be happy. There was one more lap and you thought it was over, so. Savior? So I think Harris is in a good position now. He had a lot of pace.
Oh wait, I've forgot. There's a glitch.
What happened?
I don't even know.
Because I know they're in the server. I just don't know who it is. I feel like it could be Duck.
British people and saying Google will be like Google. Well, it's not because I said Google and Google differently. Better cameras, RAM, specs, and price.
He's not wrong.
I will defend Samsung until the end.
Connor, you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah, of course I have an iPhone because I
That's just a
don't
waste of
care
money.
about what my phone does. I just want it to make phone calls and message
They
people.
iPhones are built to.
Anyway,
Forget-
race is going. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go for the Miami Tier 3 race. Adams gets away well, but Harris gets a better start. There's a lot of movement going on right now. Adams has lost it. There's a massive crash at turn 1. No!
Oh, and then there's more collisions. Oh, for God's sake. Adams is at the back now, and so is Dogger. So is Vasilev and Hegro.
Oh my god.
Oh, great.
Connor, you've got a formation lap. Nice one, Hamdir. Nice one. Well, Harris still leads. He got through. I think he's about the only one that got through that turn cleanly.
Adams got away terribly.
Everyone's starting on the mediums.
They went 4-1 into turn 1. Oh, Vasilev is not having a nice time at the back, and he's in the wall for the second time. But
no, I'm now
Harris got
up into P3 as well.
he's up 6th position.
Lightning going around the outside of Vakari here. Down the inside for this corner. Wheel to wheel with the Alfa Romeo and the Red Bull. Into the Mickey Mouse section. Will pulls out of it. He knows you don't want to go side by side. Now he's got his good mate of Rory Bates just behind him. He was made up one position here, I think. Out of all of that, he only made up one position.
He got caught up in it.
Palmer, look at Palmer and Alex. Up in P8 and P9
Ferrari,
after starting near the back.
It's turned around.
Well, let's see. Noam seems to be keeping up with Best's pace here. He's actually pushing him through the last few corners.
But I mean, they don't want to fight too hard, otherwise Harris is going to drive off into the distance.
And there goes Hegro down the inside of Luke Martin at turn 17. He's going to try and get the run on Alex Bell as well here in the Ferrari. Is he going to actually make Bates and Lightning into turn 1?
Do keep it clean.
Oh my god, if these two crash, there will be... Director's chat will be a mess by the end of tonight.
Rory's going to go for it again as well.
No, he's not. He's thinking better of it. He might leave it to the straight and use some of that battery. Sorry, but this is the most important fight. Actually, this fight is going on all down this field right now. We'll hop back to them in a minute. Actually, we'll hop back to them now.
I'll ride up to them.
Okay.
They're the closest. Look at Rory's exit.
He's goes Martin down the inside of turn 8.
The outside. Don't do a hammered hit.
Here he goes. And there goes Rory Bates past Lightning. Is Lightning going to try and make a response here into the hairpin? I don't think he is. I think he knows he wants to wait for the DRS or maybe just stick behind Rory for a few laps. Use that DRS to get away from the rest of the pack. There's Alex Bell.
Sam Palmer.
Look at the oh, Doggar's round. Doggar's just been spun round by, I think that was Luke Martin or Adams. And now the both Mercedes and the Williams are into the wall. Oh my god. There's a huge pile-up, but now the McLaren's gone into the side of the Mercedes. And how is this not even a VSC? Is safety car on?
I'm gonna give it a quick check, just so we can confirm.
Just tier 3 things. Lamel red flag. Come on, Rory, execute order 66. Oh my god, wait. Lightning's in the... Wait, what?
Safety car's on.
Palmer's just gone past Lightning. Did Lightning spin or did Palmer actually just overtake him?
I haven't got the faintest clue, but Rory's got pace, especially on those mediums. He's onto the seconds up the road, so what we had DRS enabled as well. I think Rory's gonna have a nice time getting past him.
Yeah, Rory making up a few positions already this race. I think he started P8 if I'm not wrong.
He wants
So,
to be careful with his battery though.
wow, look at the defence the Red Bull's
Oh.
putting on here. Vakari not leaving any space on the inside. But
He
I
wants to
prefer
be
to
careful.
overtaking on the outside here because you can brake really late and then have the inside line for the next corner, which he does. And he is going to
Oh,
send it down
Rory,
the
what
inside. What a move that was.
That was
Pushing the Red Bull out
absolutely
wide.
not-
And he's ahead into the Mickey Mouse section. But there is DRS enabled now. So is Vakari going to try and launch a response here down this DRS straight. Huskic has
Rory
come
might-
into the pits this lap.
Best is going to go on Noam. He's close to the back of him. Does he try it into the turn 17? He does. He pulls it out.
Oh, just
Side
enough
by
space
side.
being left. Vakari
Ooh.
not catching up to the back of Bates there either. And Alex Bell now getting past Lightning. So Lightning seems to be really struggling. Both Ferraris now and Rory Bates. Look how far behind Rory Bates he is.
Will actually doesn't have any damage, so I'm not sure what's happened there. Best gets past Noam
Wait.
into turn 1. He's going to come back side by
What
side
the
to the first
hell?
sector. Oh, Noam's into the wall. We got a snap of oversteer. That is not ideal for him. He might have picked up a small bit of end plate damage, but I mean Harris has driven up into the distance. We've got
Did
a spinner. Adams is off.
Adams. This has gone from bad to worse for Adams now after
Hegro
that terrible start.
Spun at the first corner. Contact that leg to Hegro get through.
Hegro taking every opportunity he
Will's,
gets here.
I think Will's had a disconnect. Because
Yeah,
he's,
Will. I was on board with him, and he just dropped back like 10 places in because of desync. He was coming around the final corner, and then he just teleported back halfway up the straight. So
and Rory Bates is now going to come under threat from Sebastian Zerbeld, who's 4 tenths behind him. Use of DRS. I don't think that's going to be the most difficult pass.
yeah, Zoad's looked very racy this season. I'm pretty sure he had a good result in Australia. Why do I feel like he won it? I don't even know. Did he win?
Zerbeld. He could have actually.
I think he did. I think I remember someone saying he got his first win.
He did. He got his first win. He
Yeah.
did get his first win. Zerbeld is a race winner.
I was gonna say
So,
I thought I was going mental before, but
He's
yeah.
going into this race on a high note. But Bates is managing to maintain that gap for now, and he'll be wanting to close up to the back of Noam, who's already flashing, which is a bit strange this early on in the race. Not that I know
9%
anything
DRS,
about.
Yeah. Not that you know anything about it, no.
Draining your ERS in a few laps? No, never.
As Vasilev now gets past Dogar, so Dogar now out of the points after starting in the top 5. But obviously that crash at the start of the race is really affected. Look how spread the field out, how spread the field is now after just 5 laps of racing.
Rory Bates is somewhat dropping Zerbeld. He's just hanging on to that second gap.
Yeah, it
But,
looks like Rory's got quite a straight line speed base setup, I'd say.
I think he does, but he's not doing too well for his ERS. Nor is Noam, nor is Vicari. They need to be conservative around here, especially if there's no safety.
Haven't people desynced? No, I think from what I can tell, it was just Will when he disconnected had some desync. I think everyone else seems to be. I mean, it's very spread out. Look at the pack at the back with the McLaren and the Mercedes, and the Haas and the Williams. These 4 going at it. I'm sure we're going to be seeing some interesting battles if there's a safety car at least, and these 4 will probably be trying to play the strategy cards to perfection, to try and get themselves out of DRS and ahead of the train of cars.
Well, I mean, Harris is going to want anything but a safety car. He's pulled out 5 seconds and is just maintaining that gap.
In before
He's not
Rory.
having-
Someone just said in before Rory is running 0-0 wings. I mean, it is possible. 0-0 wings isn't even bad in this game. It's like quite worrying.
It's a bit overpowered.
We still have wanting to get past Hegro here. Had a little look down the inside at turn 1 there, but didn't quite think he would be able to do it. So he's going to wait, probably for this DRS straight coming up.
I've got a bit of information on Will Lightning.
Oh.
His computer has just had a bit of a brain fart. It's frozen at every single corner, and he's lagged out.
Hmm.
So
I
who
gotta say, 'cause
knows?
it seems to take him a while. Oh, Huskitch is out. What has happened to Huskitch? I think he's retired. Is he just retired?
I mean, he might have done. It doesn't look like he has. He's just retired. Let's hope his AI doesn't get in the way of in the way of anyone.
Okay, Best is
But,
coming down the straight now, and it's pulling out onto the apex of the final corner. Is it going to affect? Oh, he gets a bit of a snap there.
it's gonna keep going as well. But Bates is all over the
Yeah,
back of Noam now. There it goes. I don't think we'll have a safety car for that, but it is in a bit of a dangerous spot.
Here goes Rory Bates for the final podium position in this race. Is he going to make the move into turn one? No, he thinks about it. He tries going down the inside, breaks it a little bit early though to let the Alfa Romeo get their run out of the corner, hoping he might be able to get him later on in this lap. But he's got Zervard just behind him, looking to make a move too. Is Vasilev and Hedgro now swapping positions once again? These two have been tail to nose for the last few laps now. But Vasilev just can't find his way through. He's struggling out there, the Haas driver, but there goes Williams a little bit wide off the apex. This might give Vasilev the opportunity to close up and get ready for the next DRS straight. As Bates now with the DRS. He's not using any ERS down here. He's playing it smart. He knows he needs that ERS to maybe defend after he makes the move. And here he goes down the inside at the hairpin. He's going to push him a little bit wide. He's going to have to try and hang it round the outside of this corner as well. He's going to try and go for a switchback. No, I think he's going to try and keep it single file through the Mickey Mouse section here. You never want to go side by side through here. Trust me. But Bates just needs a good exit here, out of the Mickey Mouse section, down the final straight. And he might be in with a chance of making the move past the Alfa Romeo into P3 now. He's using a bit of that ERS. Opens that DRS flap now at the back of the rear wing. And I think he is going to be past. He's going to be way past before the braking zone. Roy Bates on the charge right now. From P8 on the grid, made up 5 positions so far. And yeah, up into the podium spots now. Is Alex Harris setting the fastest lap. He is just dominating out there at the moment. He looks so comfortable around this track. We saw him struggle a little bit in pre-season in the Tier 3 race, but definitely shown his form in Australia, and definitely here today.
I think Rory's going to be happy at the moment. He's got good pace.
Yeah, Rory can definitely be happy with the progress he's made so far, but I'm sure he won't be giving up. He can see K Best just a little bit further up the road now. As Vasilev has got past Hedgro, and he's now looking onto the back of Alex Bell in P8. So Vasilev on the charge as well. He's a little bit more further back than where Rory was though. But Vasilev was P3 on the grid, I think, at the start of this race. And got caught up in that incident at turn 1. As the Ferrari goes wide into turn 4 and turn 5. And I think the Haas might be setting him up for a little bit of a move here as he's nearly alongside the Ferrari already. He is alongside the Ferrari. The Ferrari's got wing damage. Alex Bell has wing damage. Are they going to go 3 wide into this corner? No, I think Vasilev has pulled it off. He's got past the Ferrari, but the Williams now looking to make the move maybe of Nathaniel Hedgro into the inside of this corner. I don't think he's going to manage to make it stick, and Vasilev is going to keep the inside line for the next. So I think that is a move successfully made by Vasilev and Hedgro. What a great bit of racing this has been so far. A bit of contact. We always love to see it though, don't you?
Sometimes. But, I mean, 10 laps, no safety car. This is almost unheard of. But Rory's definitely got the pace. I think he's pretty much matching Harris at the moment, and he's closing up to best every single corner. Especially on the straights, he must be running a fair bit lower on the wings.
Well, whatever he's running, it's working out for him because he seems to be unpassable on the straights at the moment. So all he's doing is getting up to the back of Kelsey Best.
Luke Martin is struggling out there. He's not managing. He's liking that Bell with the wing damage. Just managed. I think Adam's mind is also going to look to try and sneak past.
Well, Adams has got some time to make up before he reaches his teammate. But yeah, the Mercedes not having a good race here so far. They're a really strong sprint race, especially Adams, and yeah, they don't seem to be making too much of a gain after that incident.
Bell and Martin are still fighting. They've all sort of spread out now, so I think Adams is. Are they going to go side by side into the chicane? Bails out of it. Probably sensible. Oh,
Who's that?
Adams is. Oh, Adams is
Adams.
shoving Bell around the track. Makes a bit of contact with him, pushes him, knocks him into the wall, but didn't look like there was any damage done. He's going to open up his DRS. He's going to want to get past now. He's not got wing damage. He could probably just be hoping for a safety car at this point.
Yeah.
Oh,
For any,
Bell.
oh, Bell's hit the wall there. That might have been more wing damage for the Ferrari driver.
Almost took out Adams.
For any Will Lightning fans out there, we've got bad news, I'm afraid.
His PC.
Yeah, he's tried to restart his PC, but the whole thing freezes, and I can't even click the buttons, yet I can type on Discord. So, he seems to be having some major technical issues. You got to feel for him, because he looked like he had some good pace today.
Well.
Pardon?
He was doing well. He made up a load of positions off the start, so
Yeah.
I think he's going to be in
Has his PC blue screened? No, I think his game just completely froze, and it's froze or like messed up his computer or something. I don't know. He's still typing on Discord on his PC, which is what I don't understand.
let's hope that gets resolved. But Rory is he's putting the pressure onto Best now. He was in the DRS range, but he'll certainly be picking up a slipstream at this point in time. Best is also out of. Best looks to be flashing. I believe he is. Nope, he is not. He's quite healthy for his ERS.
We're just watching Nathaniel Hegro here get past Vasilev. These two seem to be really similarly paced. He's been going at it for the entire race so far, after the turn 1 incident, and yeah, Hegro back ahead of the Haas driver now. So let's see if we're gonna be spoilt with a few more overtakes from these two. Keeping it very clean so far, so maybe they just want to swap about and give each other ERS and DRS, try and bring themselves closer to the pack ahead, but it's very, very lonely race for most drivers right now as Alex Bell peels off into the pits. So at least Will Lightning is going to make a 1 place in this race now. Up into P13 is his AI, I believe. But Rory Bates is on an absolute charge right now. Look at him, he's already in DRS range once again of Kelsey Best.
I don't think he's close enough this time, but
No, he's definitely
so quick.
getting there.
He's so quick through sector 2. He's managing to hit the curves right every time, gets the perfect rotation. I think the second Best has a little slip up. It'll be all over him. Codemasters need to fix this lockup glitch. It's terrible.
Amethyst just said, how are they so clean? Why is there no SC? This is cleaner than T1.
This is better than tier 1 and tier 2 combined.
Yeah.
Westlev and Hegro again, just going at it with each other. I don't think they have anything to lose at this point.
Yeah, I think for anyone to have a shot at gaining, well, anyone that's not in a group already to gain more positions needs to hope for an SC to come out here. It's going to be a very lonely race for a lot of people here, I think, as the two Mercedes now swap positions.
Bates, he's on the back of Best.
Into the hairpin they go. Aston Martin trying to go past the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri keeping the inside line here into the Mickey Mouse section. I think once again Rory's going to sit back and not be too silly. He keeps, every time I've spectated him from the outside, I keep seeing him go over the white line and go off track. So he could be nearing a penalty here, which wouldn't be great for him. In fact, I can check without using Race Director.
On nailing that penalty, on nailing that corner, DRS straight. So without it, I think he's going to be stuck behind Best for a bit longer. Best was dangerously close to the wall that time. Um, but I think
Yeah,
Rory's he's struggling through that first sector. He's running a few too very low. So
well, he's probably lacking a bit of confidence out of the hairpin now. And also, yeah, if he's running low wings like we suspect he is, he's going to obviously be struggling through this tricky sequence of corners. But then again, he has closed up to best quite a lot through that.
I think the tyres at this point, I think we're going to see quite a bit of pit lane activity now. Unless someone decides to brave it
Oh.
out to lap 20 and go for the softs, but I don't think that's possible with no safety cars.
I'm having a Will Lightning moment. There we go.
Oh no. He's a bit close.
Sorry about that.
Looked, he had a small look down the outside, but the gap wasn't there.
I think Best just has that amount of ERS that he can, you know, relax a
Comfortably
little
sit
bit.
ahead.
Yeah.
But Rory gets a good exit one of these laps.
What happened to the Red Bull? He pit for softs, then was like 40 seconds behind the last place, and then just retired. Rory Goats.
Oh, Rory is running very low wings. He's hitting 200. Race fuel down the straight.
Oh,
And
Rory
Bates
off
was
into
off
the
pit
pits.
lane. Oh,
Oh, he's
5 seconds.
picked up 5 seconds in the pits.
He's
Oh,
not going to be happy with himself. I saw it
He's
coming.
not going to be happy with himself. We said Rory Goats, and then that's what happened.
It is one of the most horrible pit lane entries.
Yeah.
But if it catches you out,
We also have Noam into the pits for Alfa Romeo.
Sorry.
Both heading onto the
Best,
hard
Best
tyre.
has lost it. Best is spun. He's round.
Oh no. And there goes the Haas of Zerveld passing the AlphaTauri now. But remember, that's only for track position, so I think that puts Bates net P2. As long as he can keep it on the road here.
But I mean, he was pushing to try and get the overcut done. But now, I mean, Bates is behind him. So that's not worked out very well for him. We'll see when Harris calls it. I think his tyres will be in a good nick. He's not been running in dirty air.
I think Harris will probably go to the softs. I think he's got that much of a comfortable gap now to Zerveld that he can risk it.
He's about a pit stop clear. No, he is a pit stop clear. So Zerveld's still to pit.
Commentator's curse? Absolutely. I jinxed him, gonna commit self-unalive now. I felt that shout from Jolly. Yeah, we all did.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You didn't say it right, you just go, oh yeah. It's so boring, you gotta go, oh yeah.
Sorry, the passion was left in that best spin. So
that was great, that was great.
Dried up now.
So let's see, who's picked? Vicari, Noam, Bates, Dogger, Adams and Alex Bell.
Man like Case. I know he's a Mercedes driver, not too happy at the AlphaTauri, especially at after a controversial tier 1. But,
okay, well, if we're gonna have this in the chat, I'm just gonna
time out.
Yeah. Let's just try and keep it a bit chill. Palmer into the pits now for soft tyres. Interesting.
What? Oh, Sam.
Sam.
It's a bit too early for that, mate. He's gonna puncture before the end of the race.
Sam Goatler.
I mean, it is classic Ferrari strategy.
Will Lightning in the pits. Is he back? Is he back, or is that the AI?
I think this is his AI.
Ah. I thought we were going to see like some great return.
He's unfortunately not on the game anymore. He's gone offline everywhere.
Oh no.
His PC's had a bit of a mare.
How hot is it over there right now?
Over.
Like in London area, like down safe.
It's not too bad at the moment.
I was gonna say because it's been 40 degrees and his PC's managed to blow up when it was like 20.
It's about 20 degrees in London.
Here we go though. We got Vasilev making a move on Noam here. And Vasilev on the older tyre as well, so those hards not working too great for Noam right now. Harris into the
has chosen
pits.
strange strategies on the hards.
Well, I suppose if he wants to keep it just safe and make it to the end, and keep his options open, it's not too bad of a shout. He's obviously in control of this race. 20-second lead, I believe. Oh no, 12-second lead. Sorry, to Bates in P2. So Bates has got to start worrying about Zerveld, who's just come out the pits, who is the next guy behind him. And with that 5-second penalty, I believe he might just about be outside now. But I think it's only going to be like 6-7 seconds to Bates ahead. So Bates has got to really get a move on to minimise that 5-second penalty he's picked up.
Best stayed out. So if Harris catches him once his tyres have warmed up and he holds him up, then I think Rory's in with a chance at the podium.
Well, Rory, you remember he's got that 5-second penalty, so he's still got 10 seconds to catch Harris. And I don't think Bates would want to sacrifice his P3 or P4. Just have Bates take that P1, you know.
Oh yeah, but I mean, Vasilev has just had a bit of a nightmare through the chicane.
Well, we're seeing that Noam's just picked up a 3-second time penalty. Must be the Ferrari power engine. But Palmer going onto softs, I can't even see how that's going to be a strategy.
I don't want to know what happens to him. I think chosen this. He might be open for a safety car late on in the race, but from how it's looked so far, that's unlikely.
The other Haas driver of Vasilev now peeling off into the pits after 16 laps on his medium tyres. What the hell is Sam Palmer doing? Mate, it's actually just like a 200 IQ strategy. You're about to see him win. Let's be real. So, the order after... Oh, Bates picking up 3 seconds!
Oh, Rory, no!
Bates just throwing it.
He's got 8 seconds to Noam behind him, but he does not want to pick up another deal. That B3 is in real jeopardy. But Harris has caught up to Best. Will he hold him up and stay out another lap now and go to Sauce? I think that's the strategy he's going with.
So here's your net P1 driver, Alex Harris, catching up to Best, who was net P2, but after having a little accident, has managed to find himself probably around net P4, P5, I'd say. But we might find out very soon. He's given the DRS to Alex Harris down the final straight, but is he going to let him through? Let's see, what is the AlphaTauri driver going to do here? Staying out.
I don't think he will. He's going to go to lap 20 and clear the softs. He's sticking to the strategy he wants. But he's a pit stop down to Harris, so
Hegro now making the move in the Williams. Pass once again on 16 lap old mediums. He's passed an Alfa Romeo on the new hard tyre, which is just helping Bates because he's got to stay 8 seconds ahead of Noam, and with another car ahead of him.
Any favours.
No.
And now Zerveld up the inside, but Noam he gets a better traction even on those slightly older hards.
Well, I do feel that the hards get better after a few laps on them. So
Harris and Best. They're gonna go side by side here. No, Best manages to keep the lead still. I know they are gonna go side by side.
Best is not letting Harris through here.
Better exit. I think Harris is gonna have to try and find a way through on this next DRS straight. Otherwise, it's costing him time to the drivers behind.
The game giving us some great camera angles there. How much of the grid's gone to hards? A lot, but
pretty much all.
You'll be a lot quicker than the medium runners will be for a good few laps. It's not a bad strategy, mediums to hards. It is when there's a safety car and you're the only one on hards and everyone else is on softs. Can't relate. But purple sector 3 there from Harris as he's got past Best now at the hairpin.
I think he'll be happy to have dispatched him. Holding him up anymore.
Hegro once again, he's just holding up.
Yellow flag.
Oh, that is Mercedes.
His race has gone from looking great in the sprint to a really unfortunate day.
Yeah, it has gone from bad to worse for the Mercedes driver. But Bates is looking very comfortable out there now. He's got 10 seconds to the car behind, and it's not in the car behind hasn't even pit yet. So Hegro and Zerveld, oh sorry no, just Hegro doing a great job, giving Bates that P3 position or P2, it will be when Best pits. So Bates looking alright for a P2 here, and he's closing up to Best still.
He is, yeah. He's Heger and Noam have not been. They're gonna fight again. 3 wide. Zerveld tried to get in on that action, and he gets past Heger. He needs to, those old mediums aren't gonna point. So now Bates has an 11-second gap to Noam, and Zerveld's gonna want to fight him for that P4 position as well.
Yeah, someone pointing out Palmer has been on the softs now for a good few laps, and he's only about to just make up his first position on them, I think. In the Ferrari, he's trying to go.
Oh my
Oh
god!
my god! Oh my god! The guy in the briefing room is always going. Don't go side by side for the Mickey Mouse section. Is going side by side through the Mickey Mouse section. This guy, man. And has he got a DRS? He has got a DRS.
A bit hypocritical, but we'll brush
A little bit.
Just a smidge.
Guys, don't go side by side through the Mickey Mouse section, guys. Oh, Martin's out. There's been a big crash. Just before turn 1, the safety car has come out.
Best is in the best position. Oh.
Rory Bates can pit.
Will Lightning gets another shot of redemption.
Is he in?
I think I've just seen him boot up the game. So
Will Lightning
he's online.
could
let me drop
be
him
back for the final few laps of this race. Oh my god.
It is the perfect time.
Few people, Adams and Dog are already boxing in for the soft tyre when they could have stayed out for another lap and got 1 lap fresher tyres, and it wouldn't have cost them a single thing.
I think everyone should box at this point.
Yeah, but I mean they could have stayed out for 1 lap. They could have stayed out for 1 more lap and got that extra lap benefit because their leaders have already gone past the box. Alex Harris in for the soft tyre, I'm going to guess. So is Kelsey Best. So that's going to give Kelsey Best the track position again. That basically completely gets rid of the fact that you had that little bit of a spin earlier on. Roy Bates won't be too happy, but he can come into the pit, serve 5 seconds of that 8-second penalty, and go onto the fresh softs. And I think he'll still be ahead of Zerveld if my calculations are correct. If Zerveld comes into the pits, that is. And it looks like all 3... No, and Alfa Romeo staying out of Noam. He's doing a me.
So he's going to get track position, but compared to those softs, it's not going to go well. Zerveld picks up a penalty.
Did yes, Roy did serve 5 seconds in the pit stops, and Zerveld picked up 5 seconds. So Roy's got to find his way past Noam, and then maybe bring the fight to Alex Harris and Kelsey Best, and he could be in shot with a podium here, very, very easily.
So I mean, Best's strategy, it looked a bit wobbly, but that safety car is perfectly timed.
I think Best's strategy originally was quite good, but I think without his spin it would have been even better. Lightning's here! Lightning is here, everybody! Oh my god!
Does he take control just so he
AI,
can pit though?
please tell me he's AI pits.
It doesn't.
Oh no.
The AI is actually an NPC. It's got a firm strategy. I think he might still be able to box though, Will. I don't think the safety car will come in this lap.
Yeah, he'll still have chance, and I mean he's only going to lose 1 position here anyway, to Alex Bell.
So I mean, we know exactly what happened into the tier 1 safety car restart with a couple laps left. Anything can happen. Nothing is out of the question. So I think if you're at the back now, at the back 2, you might want to box again.
Yeah, definitely.
What's happened to Bates?
What do you mean?
Just leaving. There just seemed to be a large gap created between the front 3, but I think he was giving himself a bit of space.
Look at the gap between Vasilev. I mean, yeah.
The
Is it?
safety car, I think it will stay out until at least, if they don't catch up, I think it'll be out. The latest it could go in is 27 or 28. Yeah, but 7 lap safety car though.
What the hell was that? Did you just
But,
unplug your mic a little bit or something?
who, me?
Yeah, you sounded like Robocock, mate.
Oh, no. Is Will
Come on.
gonna pit
Wheels in
with
the
Bell?
pits. Alex Bell's staying out.
Oh no.
No, Will's picked up a prize.
Oh, Will.
Will,
It was a screen freeze. It was a
no.
screen freeze.
Yeah,
It was a
screen
screen
freeze,
freeze. It
guys.
doesn't matter.
Guys, it was a screen freeze. Don't worry.
It was a screen freeze.
Absolute bottle job.
Oh, Will. Dead last to the 5-second penalty. All he needs now is a safety car to come in when he's not got up.
Well, no.
I
What you can
didn't
do
think-
is if it's not
I
gonna,
didn't
if you
think
don't
so.
catch up this lap, you
Just
can
pit
pit
again.
You can pit next lap, serve it, and get new fresh softs. Maybe that wasn't a
but I
100
think-
IQ strategy.
I don't think it was the biggest 100 IQ strategy.
I think it
But
was.
the thing is, he won't catch up for so long that the safety car will go in without him having. He's got to be wary of
Nah,
that
he
because
will.
I think
He'll be fine. You can make up like 30 seconds a lap, and he's only 16 seconds back now. He'll be nearly caught up by the end of this lap, and then you can pit and go around again, and by halfway around the lap, you'll be there. Trust me.
let's see where he is now. He is Oh no.
He's fine. Well, if you're listening,
No.
pit. Pit.
No, I switched to my
You're not
keyboard
going to
to
stay in the
change
points
driver.
if you have a 5-second penalty, Will. You've got to pit, mate. Come on.
It'd be funny if he gets another 5 second when he goes in.
Yeah.
It's the master plan, bro.
Speeding into the pit lane under an SC is like the most tragic thing because it's like you don't even need to go in fast because. Wait, is Alex Bell into the pits? He is. So he has left it very long because he knows he wants to fresh his tyres. Will is going very slow. Is that just me or is... No? Oh no, he's fine now. He's not going into the pits! Will is staying out.
Oh, Will. And Bell pitted for mediums. Oh, Nelly.
10 lap old mediums.
Oh. Oh my god, he went back onto the tyres he started on.
Ferrari strategies, am I right? So Will has bottled it. Bella's bottled it. Noam's bottled it. Duh. Strategy. Well, it looks like we're gonna have a safety car in this lap.
Oh, Will. He wanted that good. He wanted that track position though. This is all calculated.
Oh, you didn't want to be stuck behind someone with 10 lap old mediums that he knew were definitely going to go on to 10 lap old mediums. So, calculated.
I mean, he still has a good chance of points. We know what can happen on safety car restarts. So
Don't
There's
worry,
a message
our
from
team
Will.
bagel time will be fine.
let's hope nobody crashes into each other because they
gonna
go
be-
very slowly in this third sector.
It's going to be one soggy bagel with all these tears on it.
Harris is backing them up so much.
5-second penalty,
Oh.
severe collision with Palmer for Doggart. Oh, and
He's
there's
just-
contact
I think
between
he-
Best and Harris. Don't think that's a penalty though.
I think he's running to the back of him. Wait, does Harris go that early?
No, I don't think so. Oh my god, look how
Oh,
many
look, they're-
penalties. What's happened?
They're all rolling in. So, if Will makes up the positions, he's fine.
No, but I think those will most likely get removed as they are usually handed out very unfairly.
So Harris gets away nicely. Best. Noam. Oh, Rory, no!
No!
Rory spot.
Oh my
No!
god.
Bates.
This guy, man. Does he want to spin out of any high ranking positions anymore?
I told him before the race, don't spit out on the safety car restart.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, but
Oh
Will's
boy.
not done 22 of the 24 laps of this race, and you're still behind him, Rory. Really?
Um, Will Lightning and oh, there's contact.
With who?
Kari shoved Adams into the wall, and someone's wing damage now. Will's just behind them, waiting to pick up the scraps. But,
Go side by side, Will. Go side by side.
Servold is all over the back of Noam on those odds, which are not going to be giving him very much.
Oh yeah,
very
here he
much
goes
grip.
for the move.
And that's an easy overtake for him there.
Zervald
Last week's
on
race
track
winner.
for his second podium this season. Winning
He
the
doesn't
last
need to be
race.
told twice.
No. He's been on a different form, Zervald. I think he's been here since season 1. And yeah, took his first win in season 4.
Adams has spun. Will almost gets caught up in that, but he's in the points.
Will Lightning is in the points, and
Adams
Adams is
retired.
done. That is both
Then-
Mercedes now retiring out of the Miami race here in Tier 3. And Will is up into the points. What is Alex Bell and Rory Bates' time penalties looking like? Is Will actually in the points?
Will is in the points. If let me just check the time penalties. Yeah, everyone around him has got 5-second penalties.
Well, Will.
He's not looking too bad.
After not
That's,
doing 21 or 22 of this 29 lap race, Will has found himself in the points.
Depends if he can make up any more positions, which it doesn't look like he's going to do. He's about 2 seconds back from Vicari in front.
Mate, your mic sounds like it's underwater.
What has happened here then?
Catastrophe.
Oh, we're back to this stage, are we?
Hegro though making the move past Noam. Noam's doing a good job considering he was P3 on the hards. He's managed to defend off and stay into the top 5 so far.
He
I
has
have
a
a
3-second
feeling-
penalty.
Oh, he does. What's Zerveld's
So,
penalty?
5 seconds. So I mean, it's not looking too bad for him at the moment. Servold will drop a couple places with that. But Harris has just proved his pace again. He's just walking away from the rest of the pack now. Best doesn't have the pace to match him.
Yeah, Harris has just been unstoppable here in Miami. He's had a great pace. He's looking maybe for a Grand Slam here on a sprint race weekend. If I'm not wrong. Pole position.
Yeah.
Sprint race win. Fastest lap in the sprint race. Does he have the fastest lap now? Surely he does.
I will give that a check. He
Yes,
does.
he does.
By nearly
29.4.
over a second as well.
The only driver in the race to reach a time over, or under the 130s, I think.
Yeah.
And his teammate is looking on for a P3 finish as well. So it could be a double Williams podium here.
Oh, Will Lightning is gaining on Vicari.
And Will Lightning, he's probably very frustrated with this race. As Vasilev making a move on Will Lightning's teammate here. Might be putting that Haas up into P5, and he is. He's going to be ahead going into the braking zone. Who's going to be ahead coming out the corner though? Very late on the brakes is the Haas driver.
Palmer and Dogger having a scrap as well.
There you go. Vasilev making a move past the Alfa Romeo now. Palmer and Dogger, did you say? I think, yeah, Dogger has just got past.
He's got past him. Oh, Rory, this has not been your race today.
Ah, man, Rory was in for at least a podium in this
This
race.
guy, man.
Absolute
Just
bottle job.
keep-
Imagine being his teammate
keep
for
it in
3 seasons.
In a straight line. Imagine, right? What was that like?
What? What do you mean? What was that like? And then just don't say anything.
What was it like being his teammate?
Oh, what was it like?
It's completely not important because Vasilev is closing up to the back of Nathaniel Hegro now.
Yeah, looking to take that possible podium position away from the Williams. Looks like we're having a very Williams AlphaTauri based championship fight at the moment.
Yeah, I mean the Williams drivers they're gonna want to take away from the Haas's lead in the well. I think they've had a 1-3 in both.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh no, that's tier 2. That's
Yeah, well, Zervold
confusing at
won
all.
last race as well, so they've still got
Did.
a lot of points. I'd have to have a quick look at the standings before I could speak any more on it. But Will Lightning trying to go round the outside of the Red Bull at turn 17 doesn't quite make it work. The Red Bull shuts the door on him, but I think DRS
That
is
Rory
going to be
Bates is
re-enabled
involved.
here. Rory Bates has turned up on the scene, and we've seen how slow he is on the
He's gonna
straights
go
today.
for a move.
Down the inside at turn 1. Is he going to manage to
Sebastian
make it
Vettel moment.
stick? No, Will Lightning is going to give him the squeeze there. This is the battle. This is the battle I want to see. Will Lightning, I know for a fact, after this race, he'll be like, Rory, you had 3 seconds more penalties for me. Why are you even fighting me? I'm fighting
Just let me
Vicari
get-
on track. Just let me pull away.
No, but I mean Vicari's had a stinker. Will's gonna go for it.
Here
He
he
gets
goes.
squeezed. Bella's left the session. Not been his day today. Will's going to go around the outside with the use of DRS. He's ahead even before the braking zone. Is Rory going to try and make it 3 wide? Decides not to, but he might have a look around the outside of Vicari. Bails out. All 3 of them are flashing. So it's going to be a massive who gets a better exit. Oh, Will gets a snap of oversteer there.
I think we got Zora Dogar here as well. Trying to make the move on Noam. Down the final straight into turn 17 they go. And I think that is going to be the move done for Zora Dogar, or is it? Oh, a Ferrari spun at Palmer. Spun on the turn 17.
Is Will going
No.
to come into...
Come on, he
Is
needs
Will
to
gonna-
get going. Palmer has had no luck in this league ever.
and Will's past
Will
him.
has got past him. So now you've got 3 FIA members in the space of a second on track. This is not going to end well. Can tell you that much.
We know how much Sam likes Miami. We know how much... They've all had brilliant races so far. Not. Is Rory gonna go around the outside? He's gonna try it.
Let's get it on the
On
inside.
Sam
Off
Palmer.
for oh no, there's contact! Rory,
I
I think there
there's
was
gonna be words
contact
about
with the Ferrari driver Sam Palmer, and that is it for Rory Bates. He needs to maybe try and stay 8 seconds clear of Alex Bell to keep that track position, but this race has gone from bad to worse as we see Vasilev make a beautiful move
ahead
there.
of Hegro.
Yeah, down the inside of Hegro.
Rory spun it again. He got back
Oh.
going though.
Well, I did say it wasn't going to end well.
So the last lap, can Vasilev defend from Hegro for the podium position? This is for.
Sector 2 yellow flag. That is Sam Palmer
Sam
spun
Palmer.
again, and he's damaged his wing. No, he can't get
God.
going. No, Rory's gonna
And Hegro can't make it. It
Oh,
looks like.
Alex Harris taking the checkered flag. I didn't even realise it was the last lap of this race. Taking
Best.
that first place
Zervold.
position. Best, just finishing behind him.
Zervold.
Had great pace all race, but Alex Harris has just been unmatched here this weekend.
So,
Vasilev taking P3 on track. Zervold might be taking that P3 back though with the
Will
post-race time
Lightning
penalties.
is into
P5
the
for
void.
Zervold. 6 is Noam for Alfa Romeo. 7th Dogar for McLaren. Will Lightning, after not racing 21, 22 laps of this race, is going to finish in the points.
Last corner.
Bates
Sam
has
Palmer.
got past Sam Palmer in the last
Last
corner, but
corner.
is going to lose that for the 8 seconds of penalties. What the hell?
Oh, boo. that was an interesting race. One safety car over the entire thing is impressive.
Rory's revenge.
Oh god. After spinning him, he gets past him at the last.
Finally got a good run out of that corner. True. But there's your man, Alex Harris. I think that is the Grand Slam. I think that might be the first Grand Slam of the season.
It is.
Wow. What a performance. He just looked unstoppable all weekend here. was nearly a second clear at the start of the qualifying session, ended up being around 5/6 clear of Adams in P2, who had a tough start of the race, spinning out at turn 1 and having a few collisions and running at the back for a while before retiring. And Kelsey Best had great pace, but just wasn't good enough to match Alex Harris's today, and is going to take runner-up in this race. And also on the podium was Vasilev, but I do think maybe his teammate might get that 5-second penalty removed. I'm not going to say for sure, but we could see Zervod on that third step, taking his second podium this season. But what a race that was, no matter what. We had some great performances out there, a lot of clean racing actually. Only one safety car. So I'm just doing this so we have that for evidence in tickets and stuff. Wow, what a race. Yeah, unfortunate for a lot of people, but the ones that did manage to have a good performance, I'm sure they'll be very happy with it, and be looking forward to the next race. Oof. Someone give me a hydrate, please. I have to have a hydrate, otherwise I can't drink. Thank you, Hamadir. That's the teammate love, right there. Ah, and Vicari. So, I drank some water and just saw Rory put in chat Elman's Palmer. Okay, well, let's head over to the interviews screen. And I've not set this up yet because this is my first tier 3 race that I've done, so on the scene nothing is there. Hang on with me 1 second.
Oh yeah.
Have we got any more tickets yet?
No. I mean, I don't know if we've got any on their way. I'm sure we do have a few on there.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
A few DNFs, but I will say props to all the drivers because you kept it clean. One safety car across the board is very impressive.
It is.
Alright then. Have we got
If this will
have
let
we got
me.
the screen set up?
There we go. Wait. There we go.
Get Harris up here.
Okay, Alex Harris. Hello.
Yo!
What a performance that was.
I need to thank Zora War for his setup, because that is the best I've
Oh.
ever felt on a track.
Oh, and well, you did seem pretty unstoppable out there. I think that is the Grand Slam as well. Fastest lap in the sprint race and pole position. Winning the sprint race, obviously, and fastest lap in the race and winning the race.
Ooh,
So,
extra points?
Extra.
Or
I think
budget
that's.
increase, maybe?
I think that is maximum points. Yeah, it would be. So I'm not sure how many it is, but wow. I mean, coming off the back of Australia, where you had a few incidents and stuff, got quite unlucky, and also the pre-season to then come here and absolutely dominate, you must be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, obviously I didn't have much practice coming into F1 22. I had a bit this week, and it's just all clicked on around Miami, I guess.
Well, I'm sure you're very happy with that, and you seem to be pretty unmatched, but you had a bit of a tough time in the sprint race with Adams picking the soft tyre. Just tell us a little bit about that.
I was a bit upset that he got to, or whatever happened to him in turn 1, so I didn't get a bit of a challenge through the race, because it seemed like we were levels ahead in the sprint race. And it would have been nice to get a bit of a race out of it. But the soft, I don't know why it wouldn't let me choose a soft setup, or because it would have been my strategy going into it as well. Obviously, I would have banked on a safety car as well. I think he was a bit unlucky that we didn't get one.
Yeah, there was a bit of a turn 1 moment, we'll say, with Adams. He got very unlucky there. But yeah, I think 1 point you're leading by about 12, 13, 15 seconds, somewhere around that margin.
I was a bit nervous with that safety car, thinking I was going to get a bit done. I think that's the first time I've ever done a safety car restart myself.
Well, you
So
handled it very well. I'm sure you got a very good gap out at the start as well. To I think it's Best behind you, and yeah, just managed to keep the distance between you both and extend the gap out even more. So I don't think anything went wrong with you this weekend. I think you've
I think
absolutely
it was
nailed
a
it.
perfect run. Big shout out to Hugo from having a bit of a mare in the sprint race to maybe P3 because we don't really know what happened with the Haas disconnected on the last lap and then managed to pull out like half a second on him while he was disconnected.
Right.
So we don't really know what happened there, but so we'll have a look at it and see if we can get a P1, P3 out of it.
Yeah, well, we'll have a look at that because there's also, I think, a 5-second penalty that was given to Zerveld that I don't know if it will stand and stuff, but nevertheless, great result for the team. I think that's basically a guaranteed both top 5 finish anyway, and great points.
All right, guys, cheers.
Yeah, cheers coming up. Right, who is second? We had Best, of course. Where is he? Is he here?
He is not
No,
here.
he's not here.
So,
Okay, Vasilev.
Vasilev.
Actually, we'll bring Zervald up as well because he could also be P3. We don't know who's got P3 yet. How are you guys doing after that? Are you happy with the result or?
Yeah. My
Yeah?
heart was about to pop out. Exactly the finish line.
Well,
Mm.
do you want to, Zervald? Have you got any insight into that penalty you picked up?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna review it because I need to watch my clip, but otherwise still P3 for my teammates, so that's way better than I expected.
Well, yeah, coming off the back of a win as well. You guys are really finding the most points out there at the moment. I think you might still have the lead in the constructors with this result as well. And I think it's looking like you and Williams are going to be taking the fight, at least in this early stages of the season. So yeah, great stuff. I know Vasilev, you had a bit of an unfortunate start to the race. I think you started P3 on the grid.
Yeah, I started P3 and in turn 1, obviously, the notorious turn 1, somebody decided, yeah. And so we all spun. I tried to get back on the track, but wasn't so successful, so I was last with around 14 to 15 seconds delta, like the gap actually, to the last people, and I managed to catch them. Actually, a big thanks, I don't know if he read the chat, but a big thanks to Floppa. I don't know who he is in the Discord, but amazing fight we put up with him. And yeah, I just wanna thank him for the clean driving.
Yeah, that's Nathaniel Hegro. You two
Yeah.
were, for the start of the race, you were absolutely going at it, tail to nose the entire first stint, I'd say. And yeah, we did catch a few moments of action between you two, so great stuff, great racing between you both. But yeah, I think heading into Imola, how are you both feeling? Are you feeling like you can bring another top 5 result for the team, or?
Oh, absolutely. Imola, I think from last season, Imola is our track, so I have high hopes for it.
Well, it's good to hear, and I wish you all the best in Imola, and I'll speak to you probably next Wednesday, or yeah, probably next Wednesday.
Yeah. Thanks.
Anyway, cheers for coming up, lads.
Cheers.
You
Anybody else want to come up? Will Lightning, do you want to come up, or are you a bit bagel hurt? I think he's a bit bagel hurt. He would have been up by now. Oh no,
Oh yeah.
Well,
I know, Will.
the silence says it all.
I've never ever experienced anything like I have just experienced. I can't remember what lap it was on. I think it was like at the end of lap 2 or something.
Yeah.
I think I was in like P6 or 7, and then my game just started getting these freezes. Like my not just the game, but like my entire PC would just like freeze completely, and then it would like unfreeze, and I'd like drop a position, and in less than like a lap, I went from like P7 or wherever
That's
it was
literally
to last
that's what I
place.
saw. Like I rode on board with you for. I think you were going down the pit straight, and then you just teleported onto the back straight. It's like.
Yeah,
What the
I
hell?
didn't understand it at all. So in one lap, I went from like 6th to last, and then I tried like closing the game, and that took like 10 minutes in itself. And then I tried to restart my PC, and that took like 10 minutes in itself to even click like the buttons to restart it. So I don't know what the hell F122 did to my PC, but it like fucking absolutely assassinated it. And so I joined with like at the end of the safety car, managed to get some softs on, and just about catch up to the back of the pack before it went in.
Didn't listen to my advice, though, did you?
What was your advice?
We were
Well, do
shouting pit
you
again.
know how you went into the pits and you collected a 5-second penalty on your foot and you went in?
Did I?
Oh,
No, I was thinking, because, no, hear me out, right? I went into the pits, and I swear on my life, I did not get, like, something saying you got a 5-second
Oh
penalty.
yeah, no,
There's no
that's,
UI
it's a glitch.
saying
If you
that.
leave the game and then join back, you don't get notifications at the top.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because then, like, halfway through the remaining laps, I was like, how the fuck have I got this 5-second penalty?
Yeah, me and Hammer had it the other day. In the...
So I guess I'm not getting that removed. Fuck.
Well,
I
what
don't
we
know
were
if I should be
saying
sorry.
is, if you had gone round, when you'd gone round on the fresh set of softs, you could have pit again, caught up to the back of the queue, and got rid of your 5-second time penalty in the pits.
exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then the safety car probably would have won in if.
No, you would have caught up easily.
No, it would have
Easily.
stayed
Alex
out. it
Bell
would've
came
stayed
out behind you, and he caught up. So you
Maybe,
kind of
but,
bottled it there. But who didn't bottle it was your teammate, and I've been pronouncing your name
my
wrong
team.
the entire stream. I am so sorry, but blame it
Oh,
on
no
Jolly,
worries.
because if you go to the start of the stream, he said that you say it. How did you say it?
Masic.
Masic, Masic or Masic?
Masic. I don't care. Like,
Okay.
I don't care.
Well,
Oh, my headphones just died. I actually can't hear anything.
so
I
Will's
did
just
nothing.
a whole technical disaster right now. He's basically
Yeah.
Rory Bates in season 1, 2, and 3. But
It's
how
listening
did
to
your race go, Masic?
Well, it actually didn't
Pronounced it wrong.
go quite bad. Like the first turn, I was like P10 because I was overtaken by a Ferrari at the start, and then I was just like from P10 in one turn to P3. Like everybody just crashed in the first turn.
Yeah, you definitely had a great start to
Yeah.
the race and managed to navigate through all the carnage at the start.
Yeah.
Tell me a little
But,
bit about like how your strategy went and how you dealt with the safety car and stuff.
Well, with the safety car, I just screwed it up, like basically. Like everybody was going in the pits, and I was just like, why are they going in the pits? And then I was just behind the AlphaTauri, I think. I was just like, fuck no, I just screwed it up because everyone was on the softs and I was just on the hards, like 25% hard.
You never want to be doing that, really.
Like I just screwed it
I
up.
would never do that, ever.
I
Would I, Will?
I was just screwed it up, but like on the end, at the end, I mean, a Ferrari just spun and like kept everybody behind, like in the 8th second, and I only had a 3-second time penalty, so
Sam
that really
Palmer?
saved my race.
No, the only reason I say that you don't want to do that on the hards is because I did the exact same thing in the tier 1 race. Luckily enough for me, I didn't have the embarrassment of getting overtaken by everyone because I spun on turn 1. So, you know, if you want to do that next time and then you get spun, you don't have to deal with that. But yeah.
No, I didn't want to do that. I just forgot. Like I just totally forgot.
Well, yeah, we're gonna. I don't know. I guess how are you feeling for Imola?
Oh,
Oh, you
Imola
reserve?
just-
I can't remember.
yeah, I'm a reserve.
A reserve.
But like Imola is just not my track basically, but I'm just also not that bad, you know. Like Miami's just better.
Do you think?
Yeah, I like Miami more than Imola.
Fair enough. I mean, everyone each to their own. I don't think Jolly would agree with you.
No.
But yeah, thank you for hopping up here. And
Yeah, no problem.
I guess Will can hear us now.
I can hear you now. I'd just like to say, message, great result, mate. Great result.
Yeah, thanks. But I just screwed it up. Like basically, I maybe could have had like P5 if I just bid it, like maybe.
Yeah, well, you can always make these mistakes. They're easy mistakes to make. So that's F1 at the end of the day. You know,
Yeah.
everything matters when you're on the race. And did you have a race engineer?
And no.
No,
Well,
I
it's
didn't.
it's Will's fault then because he didn't hire one. Okay.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh man.
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Thank you for hopping up here, and
Yeah, no problem.
I'll hopefully speak to you next Wednesday if Will decides to hire you again.
Oh, he's
Will?
on a 4-race contract.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
He's on a 4-race contract.
Like, I didn't do that bad. Like,
No, he's
Look,
great.
no.
look, it's fine. There's a happy Alfa Romeo driver.
Yeah.
All is right at the end of the day.
Yeah, who needs Ducker anyway?
Oi, don't talk don't talk about Duck like that.
He didn't win me a championship
Uh-oh.
or anything.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
Mate, he knows I'm like, he knows me. He knows me. Anyway, Vicari wants to come up, and I want to open my window, so if you can all, like,
Alright.
you know,
Well, thank you both for commentating.
it's alright, you know, just out here doing this when I said I wasn't going to do it, you know.
Well, you know, I'm sure it was amazing. I didn't get an opportunity to listen along since
Yeah,
I was
it was
busy.
such a great experience. That we had so much fun, didn't we, Jolly?
We did. Like Will, you should have seen it. I gave everyone an extra lap of racing because they all thought the sprint race was over. It wasn't.
He was on
So they
lap 9
got
of
an
the
extra
sprint race. He went,
lap.
Alex Harris crosses the line to win this. But I was like, no, mate, there's one more lap left.
Oh no.
Ignore it. It got clipped like 5 times.
What a
so
substantial L that was.
You guys, just get Vickery up here. Vicari.
Right, well, thank you both for coming up. And I'll speak to you in a bit, Will. And I hope to speak to you next Wednesday, Masich. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, no. Wait,
Mhm.
next Wednesday is Imola, I guess, then?
Yeah, same time next
Okay.
Wednesday
Yeah,
is the
okay.
next tier 3 race.
But I'm reserved, so I don't know.
Well.
I'll speak to you about it, message. We'll see.
Okay.
And I'm sure
Yeah.
you'll find a seat on another team if we wants to lend you out or something.
But, like, I really liked it, like, this race.
Yeah, well, hopefully there'll be many more that you like as well. They don't all go that well. I'm just gonna say.
Well, yeah.
Alrighty, well, thank you
Okay.
for coming up.
Right, I'll speak to you guys later. I have something to watch.
Doug's just put in chat. I'm not listening, but fuck you.
Come over, Vickery. Let's.
Hello. Hello. Oh dear.
Vicari.
Well, Will lightning
Call him.
moment. Will lightning moment.
No, but Will listens to too much Louse. That's why his headphones run out.
All right.
Alright, if we've got no Vicari, then
We can end on dead 9 o'clock.
oh yeah. Well, you've got 30 seconds, mate.
Oh.
It's
Ooh.
for God's sake.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I'll just keep it short, but like, I'm happy racing. Like, I got 9th. Yay. I got driver of the day for sprint, even though it's not really official. But, anyways, good racing with Will and Palmer. Very good. Had some ups and downs, but you know, I enjoyed technically my debut. So, yeah.
Good
Sounds
stuff. Good
good.
stuff.
I mean, you had good pace at times, a bit unlucky. So
I feel like that's
Yeah.
everyone's story from this race, though, and in all tiers. Had good pace, but got unlucky. I mean, that's kind of how Miami's been.
Will's AI had no pace though.
Yeah,
I mean, just to point that out.
No, but, great
Hey,
stuff
go
from
on.
you, Vicari. I mean, is Vicari right?
Yeah.
See, Will,
Yeah,
Jolly,
Jolly.
you heard that?
Yeah,
Vicari.
I said Vicari every
No,
day.
you
No,
didn't.
you don't.
Every
You
5 minutes.
don't. You're.
I
that-
said you can go back as far as you want. I say Vicari. All right, that was one time.
No.
I'm getting in trouble for that one.
Did you kick him out?
No.
What is this? Oh, man.
Everyone, you're
What
witnessing the live scenes of Joy losing his FIA role.
Just end it. Just end it. Nothing happened.
Anyway, Vicari, you made a good few moves that race as well, and a lot of
Yes.
defending moves as well. So,
Yep.
I mean, positive result for your first, like you say, your first proper race, and scoring points for Red Bull.
Yep.
So,
that might even get me a McDonald's Happy Meal as well.
is that what the promise was?
Yep.
Well, there you go. So
Try and
win-win.
4K.
There you go. That is what you wanted. I mean, with you had a good chance with only 12 people finishing the race.
Mhm.
So and you had to make up those 2 positions, but instead you made up the 3. So well done, and I hope
Thank
to
you.
see you next Wednesday in Imola.
Yes, I like him a lot.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
good.
Well, thank you for hopping up. I mean, I know it was only a short one, but I do want to
Yeah.
open windows. I have to shut them off because it's too loud outside of people, being people. So it's absolutely roasting. But yeah, thank you for coming up, and
Yeah.
hope to see you
Thank
next
you for
Wednesday.
having me.
See you in a bit, mate.
Yeah.
Well, Jolly, do you want to wrap this up?
I'll let you do it. I've
Oh,
enjoyed
thanks.
enjoyed
I'm
listening.
so appreciative. Well, there we go for the Tier 3 Miami sprint race and race. That was the first sprint race segment of the season done with. We are now going to be moving on to Imola, and then we have Spain, and then we have Britain, which I think is a sprint race. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not.
Painful.
No, it's not. So it's Imola, Spain, Britain, Austria is the next sprint race. 2 sprint races this season, and that'll be it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in this stream. We'll be back on Friday at 7 p.m. for the Tier 1 race, where me and Jolly will crash into a few more people and entertain you all.
Why'd you include me in that? I'm not the perpetrator.
Cope. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
No.